Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. We are going to do the old-fashioned past, present, potential outcome and hop right into your cards of the past. We have the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. Now, the King of Wands feels very ferocious. They feel like they are not budging. This is an energy that usually likes to move and make moves, but there's like this hard-pressed absolutely not. It's a very stern energy, and if pushed, whoever is pushing will be burned. That's what it feels like. So if this energy is here to protect the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups, of course, it could be someone who's a dependent, someone who, there's something around the speech pattern specifically for them, or communication maybe takes a little bit more effort to understand them. I get for some of you, maybe this person speaks really fast. Okay. Okay, I heard loudly, maybe this person, if this is resonating, spectrum, it's a possibility. But either way, this is an energy that would not be able to protect itself easily. And for some of you, the Page of Cups is just look at the positioning here. It could just be talking about your inner child, the sensitive part of you that you are learning how to develop, the part of you that is learning how to feel comfortable expressing a particular aspect of yourself. In this position in the past, it feels like we made a declaration to protect this, to engage in like allyship with this part of us. It's like a sanctuary here. We vowed to protect this part of us. We vowed to stand up for ourselves. We vowed to commit to this voice. To commit to be the voice of that part of you that never got to explore, that never got to say what they wanted to say, the part of you that never got to be angry. It's like you vowed to allow that anger to be expressed, or to revise your relationship to it, to understand why it's a secondary emotion. I think many of you, Aries, you spend a lot of time understanding where you were coming from. And if it's not you, you truly do value allowing other people to explore where their feelings, their expressions, their emotions are coming from. I wonder if it's a King of Wands, if you're a teacher, or you're in spaces where people are coming to learn, where people are meant to be students, where people are meant to be receiving some sort of aid when it comes to, I guess, maybe resources, a variety of resources, because we are talking about a King of Wands who likes diversity, a variety of resources, or a variety of different sources to receive information, to learn, to enhance knowledge. I wonder if the Page of Cups is also serving as I'm going to call it like an entity in nature. Because now I'm starting to see water. And wanting to protect like a reservoir, wanting to protect something around water. Maybe a location that's next to water. Protecting the boundaries. And looking at the type of boundaries that are being created, what's trying to be built around there. So the crossing of water, you know, when it comes to migrating of resources, or just migration in general, I feel like there's a strong story there for enough of you, because, you know, often the topic of identity comes up with your energy, Aries. And I wonder if there is something to do with appearances, assimilation. If you have to put up a particular character, like things like code switching, the King of Wands would be familiar with. But on the inside, there's still a part of you that's connected to an original place. And for some reason, you had to defend that. Or you had to commit to showing up for that part of you. Not forgetting it. Because, can you feel the FOMO here? The fear of missing out isn't what that means, but like the fear of being left out. That part of you. It's like, don't forget about me. Don't forget about our roots. Don't forget about our deep, like a deeper connection to self. Well, in the present, if we are undergoing the Six of Wands and then the Four of Swords, it's likely that this person is coming off the battlefield to rest. And Aries, I think that's the crucial part here, is us stepping into creating a balance with doing, being active, going to task, putting up a defense, and then allowing yourself to feel safe resting. It's like turning off your mind. Turn it off for a moment. Okay. You have the fellow fire here with Leo, that fixed energy. Like it can be a normal thing for you to just get off of the throne for a moment and just take it easy. Calibrate. There's this Libra energy here. Calibrate. Make sure that you are, being fair to you. Make sure that you are still maintaining a relationship to yourself. Just like we know children need a lot of rest. They need those naps. Rest needs to be a normal part of your routine as well, Aries. I don't need to tell you you're tired. You're living from that theme. Maybe a lot of you are tired of putting up a front. Maybe this is a realization that I'm actually tired of going to battle, going to task in a way that doesn't promote my visibility. That doesn't promote my needs. We are trying to build a consistent relationship with stepping off the battlefield. With all this doing I was talking about, you as the King of Wands could be the person who's working too much. And then the Page of Cups, you need to play more. You're not playing enough. As much as you have the energy at times, you have the charisma. It's like this may have been a realization that we're not following our excitement as much as we know we can. And before we can do that, we've kind of got to get to that middle ground. We gotta get off the field. We gotta allow ourselves to sit on the bench, to take a break, to walk away. The exhaustion has affected your health. I'm seeing it for enough of you. It's exhausted you to the point where maybe you have had to make more appointments. And enough of this has to do with the fact that you're just being overworked and going to the appointments and making them. Maybe that feels like a lot to do. But even then, that's a break from the routine. And that's giving back more to you than you always being on. It's like Aries, it's like the mask is always on. It's always on. Just turn off the light. Turn off the light for a moment. This is overexposure, and you're aware of it. Overexposure. Some of you, it is a direct call to like use more protection. So wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen. Okay? Little things like that add up. Because maybe we're looking at things going on with the surface, with their skin. But also with the Four of Swords covering the eyes, it's like we need more rest, obviously. But we may also need to make sure that we are not forcing ourselves to also be in communities, to be of service, constantly be accessible, so that you're not resting enough. Because sometimes that means you're looking at your phone too much, you're looking at screens too much, you're just overexposed to things. I do like that you're aware of it now, though. And clearly you're doing something about it. If anything, this is a confirmation to quadruple down. Quadruple down on what it is that you're doing. Be inaccessible. And then when you normalize that, when you decide, I feel like being inaccessible again, it doesn't have to be coming from episodic depression. It doesn't have to be coming from a negative event going down. It's because you just know your body better. You know that you've been, what the flags are for you, how your body signals to you, or how your reality signals to you. Hey, we're not playing enough. We're not following enough of our excitement. We're not doing enough of that. And you just listening to that. There's so much wisdom in what you are choosing to do right now. There's so much wisdom in backing off, because when you can distance yourself from the frame for a moment, when you can allow yourself to be more present, you get more information. And not just about yourself. You're enhancing your experience. All of that doing, it's like you finally just, okay, you've been pushing. Now when you let go, you got to receive from that. It's finally taking your foot off the accelerator. There are benefits that you'll still coast for a while. You're still going to coast for a while. Don't worry. I think a lot of worry has gotten to enough of you Aries here. And it's like, I can't take the mask off. I have to be on. This is a confirmation to take it easy. Take it easy. Take a break. Rest your body. Disconnect from any relationship right now where they're demanding. Okay? Take time off. Okay, and if you have room to take off more time. I wonder if this is some of you daring to work through the holidays when you don't have to overexert yourself for the holidays coming up when you don't have to. Also, let me say this here. If you received some form of what would sound like bad news, this is an opportunity to, instead of you spiraling about it, take a nap. That can be a technique. Anytime some stressors come up, the anxiety's coming up, you feel like take a nap. Do something else with your mind. Okay, Aries, because the potential outcome when you do is you being able to easily navigate shifting structures. Easily. Do you see the difference here? Isn't this, it's I love how the cards do this. It's like, okay, do all the time. That's a way of doing things, and maybe that's how you did things in your youth. But as you mature, as you get older, you realize that you don't have to go and do things in order to experience. You can allow things to come to you. The potential outcome is you feeling comfortable with where you're at. You being comfortable with sitting pretty on your throne. Because you can see like, ooh, like I dare you. Like there's this daring energy. Like this King of Wands is willing to get up and kind of go. Whereas you as the Emperor, hello, that's you. This is your card, are allowing you to adopt an identity where it's like, I don't have to worry. I know that there are energies working in my favor right now. I know that I have the appropriate boundaries up, securities up, protections in place. And I don't have to be afraid of new information coming to me. In fact, I don't have to be afraid of people asking me, requesting for me, because I know me. And depending on what approaches me, even if it's the unknown, I don't know what to do, I will know what to do, because that's my new value. That's my new belief. I believe in myself so much because I'm okay with where I'm at right now. And where I'm at, I'm going to seek counsel, especially with myself. I'm going to seek counsel. I'm going to allow myself to then make a decision. What's so funny about these illustrations sometimes is that I pay attention, especially with the Emperor card coming up. You see the horns, the ram's horns. Pay attention to the hairstyles a little bit. You see little buns. Still soft. So soft. So malleable. And then you even have here in the present all the Bantu knots right here. So many different things going on, so many different things to think about, so many different pathways we can follow, so many different ways that we can adopt a new identity. And then when we feel secure and comfortable, we can harden those pieces and move forward, advance. And then when it's time to shed that, we will. Aries, what I feel here is that you feel comfortable in whatever position you're trying to acquire here. You will definitely feel more comfortable in your body and engaging in movement if you allow yourself to rest. If you allow yourself to experience the other side of the coin. Because what I'm picking up here is like, I'm not feeling totally secure about my position. I'm still learning different ways to create structure. I'm still learning different ways to uphold boundaries. I'm still learning different ways to make sure I have different factors in place that support each other. I'm still learning how to craft an ecosystem that I'm a part of and that makes sense to me. And I have the wisdom to allow information to come to me as well. I don't worry about those things. I'm secure in knowing. See, the difference is like, I have to do to confirm, and this is, I already know. I already know what's in place. Look at how old my chair is. And the Emperor can also indicate age. You have a lot of experience already. When you rest, enough of you will, at this point in time, receive information as to why we have been doubting our ability to show up. We have been doubting our ability to protect. We have been doubting our ability to be able to advance in the directions that we've been wanting to go. Doubting our ability to take off the mask. What's the fear? What's the illusion? What's saying that you can't choose to be the Emperor right now? What is saying that you're not allowed to be secure in your environment, in your body, in your mind? And when you make space, rest, to address that, what comes to you can confirm, never doubting yourself again in that area. Or even understanding how, this is why she talks about honoring and respecting the emotions, allowing things to come to you, not doing all of the time, and feeling comfortable being where you're at. However that looks right now, however that feels right now. You have the potential to choose yourself by choosing rest, choosing to play, allowing exciting things to show up to you. And I feel like I'm going to say this here as I wrap this up. The Emperor is very good at flipping the coin. The Emperor is very good at transforming anxiety into a practical perspective. Very pragmatic person. So Aries, basically what I'm saying is, don't talk to yourself like you're stupid. You're not. Your gift is being able to perceive in an alternative way and to make it practical, make it useful. You are naturally productive. So sit down and allow the information to come to you and trust and know that you will be able to dissect it. You'll be able to dissect it. You're smart enough. You're wise enough now. Rest your mind. You will know exactly how to tackle the issue. Okay? So I'm going to end it here. Ooh, over 20 minutes. I intend that this reading validated at least some part of you. And of course that you felt seen and heard, because Aries, take it easy. You show up a lot. You're there for a lot of people. Don't worry, you will be missed. People will ask for you, people will want you, but there's those of us who understand why you need time off. There are those of us who understand what it's like to feel like you can never turn things off and take off that mask. But I respect you being able to rest, and I intend that you're able to enhance your way of showing up for yourself, especially around this time. Don't overwork, please, if I may beg for something. So, with that being said, I'm grateful to be a messenger for all of you. My name is Mayan, and if you are looking for a personal reading, the information's in the description for how you can book. As always, do like, share, and subscribe. Comment for your feedback. I always love hearing your feedback, and I do reply. And please do your best to keep the faith in this path, this new way of showing up for yourself. Allow it to unfold. There will be a time to build boundaries and structures and extract from it. But it doesn't have to be all the time, okay? So, I love you very much. Until next time.